What's going on, guys? So Grateful Joe here for another video on my vlog. I've been super busy lately, but today I want to share with you some things that came to mind here lately on what you focus on and how that determines what you get, and being careful about where you place that focus. So like I said, today we're going to talk about where you place your focus and how that affects what you get. I want to start by saying I've been incredibly busy here. I'm here in California right now, as you can see from the clip. That's a time lapse during descent, the airport, me arriving here in California, and here's a clip of me in the hotel. Show you the view from the hotel here. You can see that. It's beautiful mountains, a couple palm trees. Not a bad little sight. Whatever you can see. Just for proof of what happened, as you can see. I'm not lying to you, I promise I'm in California right now working on some business. But it made me think while I was here, I was sitting in my bed, my hotel bed, and I was thinking, it's like, what things have been going so well lately. Things have been going great. I just take time sometimes to just breathe and take it all in and just be grateful for everything that I have. And I started thinking, I've been in that mode for the past couple of months now, harder than ever, and it's pretty incredible. I've been so focused on the things that I want rather than the things that I don't want, and it made me start thinking. I was like, wow, no wonder things have been getting better. No wonder things have been going in my favor, because I've been focused on what I do want and being incredibly grateful for everything that I've been getting so far. And it made me think, because it's so easy for us as humans to latch on to the negative. It's so easy for us to find things that are going wrong. Right now I'm in California, beautiful state, fun time here on business, but I could easily have focused on, oh, the airport seat was too cramped. Oh, there was kids crying when I left the airport. Or it was tough to find an Uber or a rental car on the way here. There's a million things. At any point in time, you can focus on all the things going wrong, or you can focus on all the things going right. Or you can also focus on just everything there at the moment and being grateful for everything you do have in the moment. Not right or wrong, just there, present, in the moment. Either or, you can focus on what's right or what you're grateful for. If you keep focusing on everything that's wrong, you are never going to be happy. No matter how high you climb up the ladder of success in life and happiness, really, you will never be happy, because you will keep focusing on everything that's wrong, no matter what. Like I mentioned in the video before, if you end up starting to make billions of dollars or $1 billion, you're going to start to wonder, oh, why am I not making 2? Or why am I not making 3? There was a quote by a famous billionaire. They asked him, how much money is enough? He said, just a little more. You got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about just latching on to what's coming and what you need to get, rather than being grateful for what you have. And then also be careful about focusing on all the negative that's going on, because it's very easy to latch onto that as humans. That's our negative cognitive bias. It's easier for us to latch on that, and people manipulate that. That's why the news is so full of negativity, because we know we latch on to that. Have you ever caught yourself driving in traffic and you see an accident, and the first thing you want to do is just stare over there and rubberneck? Your human nature. It's okay. It happens to me too, but you got to check that. You got to be aware of that, and you got to make sure that you're staying focused on the things that you do want. It reminded me of the story. I had a really good friend. Unfortunately, as you can see, I've had some people in my life that probably weren't the best people to be hanging around, because their attitudes and their perspectives of the world will start to bleed onto you and your life if you let it. But I knew this young lady. Every time I would come around her, she's always complaining about how her job wasn't paying her enough, or about how the guy she's talking to now is, or her family doesn't care about her. Family doesn't want to help her. And she kept wondering why it kept happening. Like, it kept happening. It kept happening. And I would always tell her, I would say, do you not see that you are focused on the things that you don't want more than the things that you do want? If you say, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want this to happen, I don't want this to happen, what are you doing? Placing energy on the thing that you don't want rather than the thing that you do want. So when you catch yourself worrying or in this state of regret or bitterness, and you catch yourself lingering on things that you don't want, you got to stop and you got to say, whoa, is this serving me right now? Is this going to help me push forward, or is this going to keep me or drag me lower than the level that I'm at now? Your thoughts are very powerful. They have power to manifest themselves into reality, so you have to be careful what you're telling yourself. I think there's a book that's called Be Careful How You Speak to Yourself, or Why the Conversations with Yourself Are Important, something like that. I've heard, but I've also read several other books that talk about this same power. Most of the books that, these self-help and success books are, the Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Thinking Big, As a Man Thinketh. A lot of them are centered on thinking and our thoughts, because it's true, they have power. They can manifest themselves into reality, so you have to be careful about what you're saying. Now, once you get into this habit, then you can start replacing it with the things that you do want and positivity, and what you put in, you'll get out. You'll radiate that energy as well. You will put that into the environment, and you will attract more of that into your life. It's funny the way that it works. In conclusion, just make sure you're being very careful about where your focus is going and on where your thoughts are headed, because they have a lot of power. And I want to make sure you don't fall into that trap, and then time passes by and you keep getting the thing that you don't want. Be careful of that, because time passes much more quickly than we realize, and these things that we're doing can become habits much quicker than we realize as well. So you have to nip it in the butt before it becomes too big of an issue. As usual, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I look forward to sharing the next one. I'm going to try to get some footage here in California and share some of the times out here and whatnot, but make sure you stay tuning in. Make sure you let me know what you think. Share this with #SoGrateful with your friends on social media, and take care. Thank you so much.